Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. If you look at Taifa Leo newspaper today, it captures a very interesting story. A story I want us to have a look, for it's going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. Taifa Leo. Ujanja wa Ruto kuruka Mudavadi. Yes. Yes. And if you go through that story, Taifa Leo is just trying to explain how William Ruto has laid down elaborate plans to actually finally betray Musalia Mudavadi. And one such kind of plans is to actually betray Musalia Mudavadi in terms of political parties' fundings after this year's August election. And then secondly, he wants to betray Musalia Mudavadi as far as the running mate position is concerned. Yes. Because already Kipruto Arap Kirwa actually made it clear, Vice Chairman of UDA made it very clear that William Ruto will be going for the presidency, and then William Ruto's running mate will also come from UDA. So it's almost certain that Ruto will go for the presidency, and his running mate most likely will also come from UDA. So on that, William Ruto is actually kicking Musalia out of maybe a running mate position. And then secondly, on political parties funding, William Ruto prefers to contest for the presidency through UDA party and not as Kenya Kwanza alliance. So that technically means that now, after the election, William Ruto, all the funds that William Ruto will get for the presidential votes he'll be getting will squarely go to UDA party. That's what Taifa Leo is actually trying to explain here. But I don't want us to dig deep on that. In this video, I want us to analyze and see in clear terms why is William Ruto so desperate in actually trying to kill Musalia Mudavadi politically. Because all indications are showing clearly William Ruto's main mission is to actually kill Musalia Mudavadi politically and actually succeeding. So in this video, I want us to dissect and see clearly why William Ruto is that desperate to kill Musalia Mudavadi politically. In case you've bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. What's the end game of all these William Ruto's political maneuvers as he looks post 2022? Yes. What are the end game results? The first thing I'm seeing here, I'm seeing a William Ruto successfully succeeding in destroying or rather killing Musalia's political career. So on that, William Ruto is succeeding and largely has succeeded because already in Western, Musalia is no longer a force. Raila Odinga has gone with a majority of residents of Western. And now William Ruto is also kicking Musalia out of Western. The few left supporters of Musalia Mudavadi in Western, most likely in the few coming days or weeks or months, they will shift their allegiance to William Ruto. Yes. So in the end, we are just going to find William Ruto becoming stronger in Western than actually Musalia Mudavadi. So it's true, William Ruto will succeed in that line. And also the blunder William Ruto is actually making, he is assuming that he has the mountain support behind him. That's the blunder I'm seeing William Ruto making here. And I'm saying it's a blunder because it's almost certain that before August this year's election, I'm seeing a sudden shift from William Ruto to maybe Uhuru Kenyatta. Yes. I'm seeing the mountain dumping William Ruto for Uhuru Kenyatta's candidate. That is something I've largely been saying in this YouTube channel. And if that happens, then I'm seeing William Ruto's political career also being damaged permanently. Because I'm of a very strong opinion that if William Ruto was to be the president of the Republic of Kenya, then this was the time. Yes. If he fails to get it in this year 2022, then maybe, you know, we don't know the future, but from where I sit, if Ruto fails to make it in 2022, which most definitely he is going to fail, I'm seeing William Ruto finding it very hard to make a comeback, to be a force as he is in 2022. I'm seeing a William Ruto who is just going to go in the annals of history as other former vice presidents who have actually served before. If he fails to get it this time around, I'm seeing it will be very hard for William Ruto to make a comeback. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that if he misses it this year, then maybe he might never even make it, even in future. That is something I'm seeing very clearly. And I strongly believe on that because William Ruto is the single most politician since the advent of multi-party politics, or rather since Kenya got its independence. William Ruto is coming out as the single most politician who is actually dogged with lots of mega allegations of corruption. And William Ruto's political survival will largely depend on the person who will be in power. If the person decides to kill William Ruto's political career, he will largely succeed because some of these allegations have also been proved in court of law. In fact, the High Court found William Ruto guilty of irregularly acquiring an IDP's land. These are things in public domain. These are just forms of corruption. William Ruto himself admits that Western Hotel sits on a public land. In my considered opinion, these are all just corruption. So William Ruto's political future will likely depend on the person who will be in power. If the person decides to seal William Ruto's fate, that person will succeed. And then again on this aspect of these ICC cases, these are things that can also be revived. And William Ruto will actually find it very hard, assuming all those cases of corruption, crimes against humanity are just revived. So from where I sit, this is William Ruto's time to be the president. If he fails to make it this time around, then that's it. He might not make it again, maybe till Jesus comes back. I'm saying that with a lot of confidence. And also, if you look at William Ruto, I'm also seeing a very over-ambitious kind of a leader. And you know, over-ambition sometimes kills. And that is also what is actually going to destroy William Ruto's political career. And as I conclude, let me remind Kenyans of the first law of the 48 laws of power. Don't outshine the master. Yes. And we are being given an example, and a very good example of somebody who outshone his master. And the results, or rather the consequences, were dire. We are being told of Nicolas Fouquet, who was acting more or less as the finance minister in France during King Louis XIV administration. Nicolas Fouquet was actually very popular and very much loved by the people. Yes, and that popularity got into Nicolas Fouquet's head, into thinking that now he was the person who was to be the prime minister. Actually, Nicolas Fouquet ended up in a very isolated prison in France. He died in prison. Yes, historians are telling us that Nicolas Fouquet was very much overambitious, and that overambition killed and ruined Nicolas Fouquet. He never became the prime minister, and I can easily equate that to William Ruto. William Ruto has outshone the master, Uhuru Kenyatta. So if history is actually to repeat itself, or rather if we are to borrow from what has happened before in other places, you can see William Ruto has a very bleak political future. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, yes.